Welcome everyone. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a framework for learning generative AI. This framework is suitable for anyone who is trying to understand what generative AI is all about. So, first of all, you need to understand that generative AI is a general purpose technology. When we say general purpose technology, what it simply means is that it has application across various domains: education, science, medicine. Think of it, it has application across all boards, right? So I have to introduce the framework that will help you learn generative AI. The first thing is that you have to have domain knowledge of any field you are interested in, be it education, be it medicine, wherever it is, or web development. You just have to have a domain knowledge of that field. Then the next thing is you have to master the right prompt engineering skills and techniques in order for you to be able to leverage this technology. The third one is that you need to have understanding of how this LLM works, the different types of LLMs that we have, their optimal, what they could do and what they can't do, right? And then you also need to know the use cases that are peculiar to different generative AI, different models, and then overall efficiency. So let's dive in and explore these aspects of the frameworks. Now, the first thing is domain knowledge. Now, when we talk about domain knowledge, what we are trying to establish here is the basic concept around that field, right? And then the technical application knowledge. These are the two basic things you need to understand if you are going to apply this technology in any field. For example, let's say as a digital marketer, you need to have basic concept. You need to understand some of the underlying principles of marketing, and then you need to know how to do one or two, how to write copy, a good copy. That is a technical aspect of marketing. Now, this domain knowledge will help you to know when the LLM is performing at its optimal level. And then for website development, as someone who is trying to develop website, it's very important that because you are trying to use generative AI, having a domain knowledge of how domain works, or how the front end, back end, and those stuffs work, will help you to leverage this technology to its fullest potential. Now, the second thing you need to know is prompt engineering. Now, when we talk about prompt engineering, we have the prompt frameworks, right? Where you something like tags, context, references, evaluate, iterate. It's just for you to outline the tags, and the task could be: I want you to write a copy for my marketing campaign, and then under the tags you tell it you are a marketer with 10 years of experience. You give it a context, then you say that it is for baby food, and then maybe if you have references, if you have for references, if you have other copies that are very good, you can include it in this framework. And then when you add it to the LLM, you evaluate, and then evaluation will help you to see the result you have gotten. If you have not gotten the right result you want, you iterate, that is, you adjust your prompt, right? Then the next one is you have to have a knowledge of best practices when it comes to prompt engineering. Proper formatting is very important. Using delimiters is also very, very important. That is open bracket, tags, and the rest of them, very important. It helps you. Then when it comes to also prompt engineering, we have what we call interaction with API of models like Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok. They all have API, right? They have their, when we talk about API simply means application programming interface. So this API enables you to interact with this model if you are trying to interact with it using your standalone app. So another way is fine-tuning. So for this interaction with API and fine-tuning, these are quite advanced level, right? But for the basic level, prompt frameworks and knowledge of best practices is a good place to start from. Then LLMs, as you can see, we have text to text, text to audio, audio to text, text to audio. Now the ones that can perform all this, we call them multimodal AI, right? That is, when you input your text on the chatbot, it gives you a text output. When you input your text in the chatbot, it gives you an audio output. When you input a text in the chatbot, it gives you a video output. So a model that is able to perform all this is usually called a multimodal model. Now, one of the best ones we have now, as of when I'm making this video, is Gemini. Gemini is a multimodal LLM. It's able to perform most of these tasks for now, right, as they keep improving. Now, the next thing you need to understand the use cases, right? There are various use cases. When it comes to generative AI, you can use it in education to craft lesson notes, and there are a lot of use cases for education. There are use cases in marketing, use cases in software development, use case in data analysis, automation, AI tools integrated in AI custom built solutions. So these are the various use cases that are available. Okay, so and then it's important that you understand that efficiency is important, right? Efficiency is whereby you are able to interact with the model and then evaluate your output. This is very important. You just have to interact with the LLM, be it ChatGPT or whatever it is, and then you evaluate your output. So these are some of the ways to go about it. Okay. So in going over the framework again, remember we said you have to have a domain knowledge of the field you want to you are in, you want to use generative AI for. Then prompt engineering is important. Understanding the LLMs that are available at the moment you are trying to use the generative AI is important. And then understanding the specific use case that you want to apply it on. Then efficiencies, which involves iteration and interaction and evaluation of the output, right? So at DigiBeloved, we are able to provide you with these are following services: basic education. If you want to train your group, we want us to help you really understand this generative AI. Help you understand it. We have a structured program for that. And then also help you to, when we investigate your current workflow in your business, we help you to understand, identify use cases in your business, and then help you to implement AI into your business to improve your workflow, and also provide you an ongoing optimization process, right? So you can reach out to us on WhatsApp via this line, or you send us an email. We'll be happy to work with you. Okay, thank you very much, and I hope this video makes sense. So kindly go through the video and do well to reach out to us if you have any questions. Thank you.